Good evening and salutations, my soap opera fans. So, as the title suggests, Willow Tate, the definition of a serial cheater. Now, I know that she didn't cheat a bunch of times. She cheated more than once. And when you stop to think about it, how many times is too many times? That's what we're going to be simply talking about. That's how Michael met her in the first place, is the fact that she cheated on Chase with her. And we're going to be simply talking about all the shows during our hospital days of our lives, born beautiful, young, and restless. As you're coming in, make sure you hit the like button. It really does help. Let's sit there and do a quick roll call and get this started. So guys, Kim's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Amy's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Ronnie Ron is in the chat. How you doing tonight? Tommy's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Laura B's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Allison Z is in the chat. How you doing? How you been? Miss seeing you. It's good to see you again. Melly Mel, my horror queen is in the chat. How you doing tonight? Yeah, you was right, Ron. You was. Okay, so let's sit there and put on some music. Thank you, Tommy. Johan, how you doing tonight? Thank you, Tommy. Yes, make sure you do hit the like button because it really does help. Alice has said, dudes, but yeah, dude, been a minute. No, I mean, listen, I get it. I appreciate whenever you come through. Um, yeah, you've been missed. Life has been wild. Well, I'm always here for you, Allison. Dame is in the chat. How you doing tonight? Autumn's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Francis in the chat. How you doing tonight? Solomon's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Okay, so let me get my music going, and then we'll get this live stream going. As I always sit there and say, there's 21 something people in the chat. There is only one of me, so I will not be able to get to every single comment. Do not sit there and get upset. Um, okay. No, but seriously, love, I'm always here for you, Allison. It's really good to see you tonight. Now let me pour my damn drink. Also finish this one off. What am I drinking tonight? Moscato. Um, yo, Moscato. I don't think so, Allison. No. Listen, Drew's being a man. Okay, men have very high testosterone. Okay, if the mom dukes look good and daughter looks good, I don't see what the problem is. Yeah, but sad part is Willow does have a good excuse for cheating. It would be different story if her and Michael were having problems in their marriage, but they are not. Okay, so yeah, Willow doesn't have has an excuse. I think that's what you meant. And Mel says that Serena Scott asked Florence to abuse him for. Oh, okay, that's the chick that is gonna be Xander's mom. Okay, got you. So I'm gonna say can't stay long. Just stop by to say Nate and Audrey got their freak on. Yeah, I probably could have did without that. Black Mom's in the chat. How you doing tonight? At the bank is in the chat. How you doing tonight? And it says how'd you get them is how you lose them. Yep. Damon says Drew is just like his dad and his grandfather who both had children outside the marriage. Hey, listen. Daughter look pretty. Mom Dukes look pretty. I missed you too. I missed you too, Lobby. I had to wake up super early, so it was like it just no, Johan, I haven't had anything new about those two. And honestly, to tell you the truth, Johan, I don't really talk about. I don't use I don't use the color. Well, I don't talk about red that much. So dirty, I know nothing on. But I don't know. I don't. Yeah. Except for the last video I did, that was about it. Black Mom says I'm doing good. Yes, thank you, Black. No, I missed y'all as well. I did. I missed y'all as well. I knew I had to wake up super early in the morning, so that's the only reason why. Otherwise, I would have been. I would have been. Ron says, Albert, were you stunned at what Connie did to Rafe? I mean, I was, but it made it exciting. It's just that Connie comes across as just a typical loser, just a typical lifetime loser. Oh my God, I can't get a man. I'm so lonely and pathetic. Like, okay. Francis says Anna is so stupid on GH. Valentine knows she's looking for something from the last time she was at that house. I bet he installed camera. Ooh. Arnold says Willow is a hypocrite. She teaches to Michael about transparency and honesty, and when she thinks the same rules don't apply to her, she's not being upfront about it. She needs to come clean and ask for forgiveness. Okay. And Tommy says, "How do you feel about Adam and Victor?" It's interesting if Adam's actually going to do it because I know he does have respect for um for Jack. I know he wants a distraction, but he has respect for Jack. So it's like, how hard is he going to sit there and go? Johanna, I usually listen to like a lot of. Hmm, well, what kind of music do I listen to? I listen to a lot of hip hop, a lot of hip hop, a lot of ambient kind of music, and yeah, mostly listen to hip hop. Yeah, I was sitting there and say hip hop. What about you, Johan? Mel says if you saw the promo days that Cotton Little as oh yeah, yes, they are returning. Oh yeah, and Zachary is returning that Sunday. Yes, you're right. No, I saw it today. I saw the promo today. So as says I'm getting tired of GH having Trina always being the understandable and reasonable one. Let Trina get mad and stop going along to get along. Yes, that kumbaya shit. I know exactly what you're talking about. She was like, well, she's not responsible for her crimes. She literally says she's not responsible for her crimes. I was like, okay, she tried to kill you. She tried to kill Rory, and you're sitting there saying, eh. Mr. Bear says, hello, everyone. Finn, often Holly in. Oh, Finn off Holly, in my opinion. Hollis, in my opinion. Yeah, no, Finn did it. Yeah. I can tell you're sitting there, you're trolling at that point, but okay. You know, what the hell I was gonna sit there and say, Mr. Bear? When Jack said that he'll do anything for Poppy, I was like, "What do you mean you'll do anything for Poppy? When y'all go way back, y'all that cool?" Autumn says Willow's going to come clean to Nina about what she did with Drew on Monday. Willow might leave Drew's name out of it, but Nina's smart enough to put the clues together. Is she smart enough? Is she smart enough though? Is she smart enough, Autumn? Dana says Heather is in the opening credits, so it's obvious she will be. She's in the opening. I didn't see that. Okay, I gotta sit there and check that out. Ron says, um, Yeah, but whenever I get a chance to listen to music, I usually listen to a lot of hip hop though. Ron, Ron said, "Did you watch Phoenix Man?" No, I did not watch Phoenix Man. I barely have enough time to sit there and do my own videos, let alone watch somebody else. But did you watch Phoenix Man video on his commentary for Days of Our Lives, giving his opinion? Also, he's ready for Xander to find out that Victor is. No, I didn't get a chance to watch it now, Ryan. I try to watch, him and other people whenever I can, but I don't know, Ryan. It's like my time is very limited. It's hard enough for me to sit there and do my own videos, let alone try to watch somebody else. But I gotta sit there and check that out. I don't know how I missed that. Okay, so wow, they really just want to let this chick out. It really just okay. Wow, that's interesting. Um, Francis says, "What do you think about Sheila Tate? She seemed very suspicious. Do you think she could have killed Tom?" And now Hollis, she was pretty insistent on going to get Deacon coffee. So, yes, that's very true. And she did not really want to hear what Hollis had to say about um. She didn't want to hear what Hollis had to say about Tom and the backpack and everything. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out, Damon. And that's true, Allison. She does. She makes it interesting. She does make it interesting. But so does Natalia. See, people don't like Natalia, right? But another character. Mr. Bear says no trolling. Hollis said, "Why you're here? I'm glad to see you. I believe Hollis has proof that Tom didn't OD." Okay, but what motivation would Finn have? What motivation would Finn have to um unalive um unalive Tom? What would be his motivation, Mr. Bear? I mean, that's kind of wild to sit there and say that you think that he actually killed Tom. So, like, what motivation would he have? No, 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 no. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that. Listen, Allison. I know people don't like Drew just for the fact that he breathes air and everything, but like, what's wrong with Willow and Drew? Yeah, what's wrong with that? They're both adults. They're over 21. Hmm. Simon says B&B was awful today. Why the hell would they kill off Hollis, the waiter, when they just killed off an elderly homeless man? This show is unnecessary depressing. That's your okay. It's unnecessary depressing because they killed off a side character and a bum. That's what makes it unnecessary depressing. Why? I mean, listen, that's your opinion, but I don't think that's unnecessarily depressing that you killed off a side character that had one kiss with Brooke Logan and some former bum or whatever. Like what, Allison? They're both adults. It was good, Island Breeze. I hope you're doing well, and I hope you're feeling better. But what's you said everything. They're both consenting adults. They're both attractive people. What is it? My whole thing is, what is it you don't like about? Well, is it because you just don't like? Is it because you just don't like Drew Allison? Princess is Out of Time was a rock star who couldn't say exactly. Even Jack was like, he was awful. And then he was like, when he left, he was like, what happened? He got worse. He really did get worse. He really did get worse. Bobby said, I don't know, but it couldn't be Sheila because she was supposed to. But that's the thing, though. That's the thing, though, Bobby. Like, if you're, if okay, there has to be a reason why he would sit there and kill Tom. Other than, I mean, listen, like you said, that's just your opinion. It just seems like it's just more of a gut feeling, but it's not really coming from it. My whole thing is, I would need motivation. Like, I don't know why Justin was there. So I don't know if Justin did it. I don't know who was Hollis talking to. Yeah. Eileen says, I'm good, except I'm a bit. What's good, Tracy Steves? Um, except I'm a bit hungry. Yeah, no, make yourself a snack, Eileen. What do you think I'm doing? Make yourself a snack. Hey, Ryan. I think it's interesting, Ron, because that may means that Abby's alive and it gives him hope. So I think it's a good scene. Ron. Eileen says, be right back. Yeah, exactly. Get your snack. Get your snack on, my guy. And what's good, Tracy Steves? Thank you, Francis. Yes, make sure you hit that like button. I'm gonna have to sit there and cheat, Francis, like usual. I gotta sit there and cheat and hit the like button. Um, become a member too. There's hit the pin comment, become a member while you're at it. Simon says, Albert, I felt it was misleading and disappointing because I thought they were going to give Tom and Hollis more storyline, and then boom, they're dead. Okay, all right, I understand your feelings. My gorgeous queen Janet. How was the amazing Janet doing tonight? I hope you had a lovely day, love. Okay. I feel you. I feel you. Yep, that's right. The off the side character. The off the side character. And I get what you're saying. Well, I don't know if it's necessary. I don't know if it's unnecessarily depressing, but oh yeah, so they sit there and says, Island says, what happened between Willow and Drew today? Oh, they were working late today. And they were hard at work, working super. I was gonna be crass, but I'm not gonna do that though. No, they weren't even on today. They weren't even on today's episode. So okay, so we got 18 likes and okay, we got 19 likes and 26 people in the chat. So if you're enjoying the stream, hit the like button. Definitely helps me out. Well, Janet, Hollis had the honor of Snip there kissing Brooke Logan. So, there's that. I'm betting Finn is the real dad. Janet, somebody actually said in the chat that Finn was the person that killed off Hollis. No actual motivation on why, but that's what they said. Exactly, Prince. He was just a goddamn extra. As says, all I know when the truth comes out, I want Willow off her high horse. Mel says, but don't forget that Jameson Belushi has April and the lab tech will debut on Monday, January 15th, when Penn and Lee in the storyline on Hollis and what happened to him. Oh, okay, yeah, I saw the previews. Okay. Exactly, Prince. He was just an extra. I'm like, people getting depressed over Hollis. Like, When you see him in the opening credits, then we can sit there and start talking. Ron says Tate thinks that he got this under control, so when Brady calls the place to find out what's going on, then what Sophia should throw him and Holly under the bus. Um, well, why would she do that, though? Sherry said she wasn't going to say anything. Why would she change her mind, Ron? She said she wasn't going to say anything when he snuck away the first time, so why would she change her mind? Kyrie's effing Clark, the one and only. You streaming tonight at 10 o'clock, right? I saw you streaming yesterday. Simon says, but at least the old folks weren't standing around babbling about hope and Thomas' love life for the umpteenth time. Um, yeah, I mean, they're gonna go back to it. I'm surprised that he did leave to go back to Paris, though. He left to go back to France so they can come back out there. That doesn't even make any sense. Why would Thomas take Paris back to France just to come back? And Janice says Nate and Audra could be super hot. Um, I felt like it was a lot of fluff, Tommy. I felt like it was a lot of fluff. Like uh, when Audra started talking about, did you know the did you know the did you know that the price of glass have went up like 30%? I'm like, what? Okay, great. Glass have went out. Like that's like why are you telling us this random ass stories? And what's good, Clarence? And Curry says, no, I'm going to do the member slash. No, I'm going to do the member slash until I had do something. Didn't have time to watch the other three soaps. I did watch Days this morning. Okay, I'm only asking because I saw your post today. Unless you took it off, I see your post today on your community tab. Yeah, 4 hours ago. Oh, yeah, new person. It says, "Hey, do you hunt predators?" No, I just report on them. I just do videos on them from time to time on different predator hunters. But no, Caitlin, I don't actually. I thought about it at one point. It was good, Jay Blue. Harry says I was gonna do it today. Then Tom got. Oh, I know, Gary's. I can only imagine. But I look forward to seeing. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, though, in your stream. Genesis, I would when would chosen Adam's secret be revealed? Well, is Y&R and they tend to sit there and go super slow. So I give it a month and a half, Janet. I give it a month and a half. That's just my prediction, my calculation, a month and a half. So the middle of next month. Actually around my birthday. Ron says so Albert that Connie is excused because she's lonely and can't get a man, but isn't Melinda trash also? Yeah, but Melinda is hot though. Melinda's hot. So I mean she can get a man. And not to sit there and say that Connie can't get a man, but like okay, have a good night, Solomon. Caitlin says, so do you meet them and record them because I have someone on Facebook Messenger asking me to buy infant poop? No, I think that no, I don't meet them and record them. No, I just talk about them. So if they're a new group, I'll sit there and make a video on them, talk about what I like, what I don't like. Yeah, if you have somebody that's messaging you about that, then probably get in contact with one of the groups or just call your local sheriff department. You know who does. You know, Caitlin, email me. Email me, and then I can sit there and see what I can do, okay? Harry says yesterday was an epic collab. Yesterday collab was epic. She hate Brooke as much as I do, and she read Nikki. Wait, who? What collab? Harry, what collab? It's in my about section. But I'm gonna write it in there. Give me a second. But Kyrie, I'm gonna have to watch your channel then. What collab did you do? Okay. Oh, okay. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna check it out. So yeah, Caitlin, that's my email address. So just hit me up on there. Ranton Ricardo. Shit. Okay. I'm gonna check that out. Janice says, "Do you think Ben knows that he is the father?" Nope. Listen, Janet, Finn doesn't even know that Liam kissed Steffi. Finn doesn't even know that Liam kissed Steffi. Apple, how are you doing tonight? Let's everyone say what's up to Apple. But no, he doesn't even know about that kiss. So I know he does not know. Francis says it's Glenn. Who's that? Who's that, Francis? What characters does that person play? Perry says my favorite part was when she ripped into Nikki Newman as Adam in Prisoner. I got okay, cool. Ah, but that's what's up though, Kyrie. Yo, that's my guy Kyrie's making big moves. Okay. I see you. Oh, him? Is he leaving? I think he's been on the show for so long. I doubt that they're gonna kill him off. Francis, I doubt that they're gonna kill him off. I didn't know who that was, but thank you. Let me know. Yes, but Caitlin, if you're still in the chat, that's my email address. So definitely hit me up. And I will check tonight. Bobby says Luna's father is not confirmed. Yeah, that's true. Tommy says I hate Nikki needs to get back to rehab and never come back and take Victor with him for obsessing with Jack. Oh, okay. What's good, Darby? Hope all is well with you, my friend. Clarence said they took Chance off contract. The Young and the Restless Chance, they took him off contract. Ron says, Albert, what do you think when Steffi was talking on the phone with Baker? I think she was correct. Hey, listen, um, if you got Sheila working in the off, you got Sheila working somewhere, and there's a dead body that just pops up out of nowhere. I think she was actually on point, right? Ethel says Chance has been off contract. Oh wow, okay. Darby says, "What's your?" I don't know what that means. Darby. Dolmedics was good. Dolmedics. Um, Curry says, Albert from Days of Lies. I can tell you, you have a new crush. I know you're really feeling Connie. Oh yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's funny, Curry. I didn't even have to. I didn't actually start to read the whole thing, and I knew he was gonna sit there and say something like that. You said some new crush or whatever. Yeah, 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 exactly. It's because I talked very highly of her, right? You're right. I talked very highly of her in my review. Glad to hear that, Dolmetics. I didn't know he was actually full time though, Francis. That's interesting. Everybody says about how dare you call yourself an HS an H an AH. How dare you call yourself an AH? What's an AH? I don't know what that is. No, Ron, I think it was a good idea. Like, hey, listen, you got this chick working in a place and there's a dead body. Yeah, Ron, I think she did the right thing. People says the Fitzmore Institute sounds like Dawn of Day, even though it's a cancer research. Oh, okay. No, Ron, I don't plan on starting a Connie Nation. No, I'm not starting a nation that's for losers. Oh yes, thank you. You know, why? Yeah. I mean, come on, Darby. We know, me and you both know it's true, Darby. You both know that I'm an asshole. Gotta keep it real, Darby. Harry says you were saying how you would be her man. She shouldn't be wasting her time thinking about Lee. You would take her. Harry, was I drinking? If I was drinking, I could have probably said something like that, which I don't even think I would say if I was drinking. Okay, Caitlin, I would definitely check it out. Thank you. What's good, Deluxe? And what's good, Lakeisha? It's good to see you. Francis says Desperate Losers Club. Yeah, I can probably sit there and see that. Lakeisha said pretty sure. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, Lakeisha, I was describing myself. Anthony, the number one YouTuber. I'm up to 1998 and memorials. Okay. Dominic says I was just see both next week. Yes, yes, I did. The pimp Dolometics, the pimp hand is still strong. Dolometics. Kyrie says either you were drinking or I was. Well, Kyrie's most likely was me. Okay. Kyrie doesn't drink, so that was definitely me. So I could have definitely been spewing out something like that. That seems like something I would sit there and say. I could see myself doing that. I do really like Moscato. Jay Blue says Valentine is in a blind spot, but how much though? Do you think that she's overestimating herself though? Ed said Connie was dumb going to Bobby and telling her who she was. She didn't even fish longer enough to see if he knew her name by giving a fake one. Hmm. Samuel, Big Samuel, what are we talking about? We talking about Willow being a serial cheater. People are surprised that Willow is kissing Drew, cheated on Drew with Michael, but she cheated on Chase with Michael. So it's like Jay Blue says yes, I was she's like, yeah. Hmm. Now she's evil and she definitely deserves to go to prison. Okay. My. How the times have changed. This is this is the same person that got upset with Betty for putting hands on her. But okay. Hey, listen, we all change, right? Mel says I got good news. That everyone long legs. You know, that movie does not look that good. I'm gonna be honest. I wouldn't I don't know if I would I don't know if I would actually see that movie for free. I like horror movies, like actual like Like that's. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a psychological thriller. Um, that's not something I would sit there and actually go to the theaters and pay for. I still want to sit there and see A Quiet Place. I hope that's still playing. Maybe in the next couple of weeks, I'll go and see it. Like that's a movie I want to sit there and see. Samuel says, "Well, if Drew and Willow don't go all the way with it, I don't want this to be drawn out over a silly kiss." I wouldn't sit there and say it's necessarily silly. I mean, cheating is cheating. I don't give a damn if it's a kiss or not. But okay. Alan says, Albert, I'm going to watch the trailer for Long Ways now. Yeah, okay, Alan, let me know what you say. Ariel says, you're damn right. I'm so upset Betty slapped her. Betty had no business putting her non manicure blank hands, looking hands on my Ava. I can keep Ava in line. You're a very complicated man, I'll tell you that much. Gorgeous Queen, Jess is in the chat. What's good, love? Hope you had a good day. What did you thought of today's episode? I feel like I'm gonna need another drink already. So pretty sure if I don't even answer the question, I'm just gonna answer. Let me see. Exactly, Ed. That's like I was with this saying. I said the same thing. I'm like, now I think about it. I was like, yo, listen, honestly, to tell you the truth, Michael should sit there and be like, I shouldn't be surprised. You cheated on Chase with me. Samuel says, don't get caught up on the words, Albert. I'm saying the waiting period to see the fallout should be more. Oh no, no, I know, I got you. I got you. No, that makes sense. I get you, Samuel. I got you. Yes, I do agree with that. I just thought there was like silly kiss, like just my thought was say it was Mac. Yeah, that's yeah, yeah. See, this is the part where I would sit there and say, just if you watch Days of Our Lives, just saying. Ron says, I hope that Marina slapped the F out of corrupt EJ for trying to keep Eric away from well, she does. If you sort of preview, she does. So there's no waiting or anything like that. She just simply does. Yeah. And she's gonna go after Drew. Oh my God! You sat there and you kissed my wife, and my wife cheated on me, even though that I. It's just like I mean, he's gonna get upset. He's gonna get upset, and I'm like, bro, you hooked up with her because she cheated on Chase with you. Come on, bro. And says a better twist would be Michael finding out and sleep with Nina, then kick Willow and Drew out the mansion and drop that bomb. Oh, Michael and Nina. Michael and Nina between the sheets. Just as how you have you seen the boys? Don't spoil it. I'm 15 minutes and I'm like 20 minutes into to the latest one now, so I'm not going to spoil it. But Jess, I hope you do watch it so we can talk about it this weekend now. I'm very curious on your take. Yes, I mean I hate allergies. I seriously cannot stand allergies. Jesus Christ, I can't stand it. It also just says I'm watching it tonight. Okay. It's actually fine. Just after I do this stream, I'm gonna sit here and try to watch it tonight as well. Then good. We can actually talk about it this weekend. Just, I'm gonna be honest. I'm so sick and tired of A Train and his cowardness. I'm like, bro, listen. I'd rather you die on your feet than you sit there and die on your knees. You're gonna sit there and have another man below you just because you're that afraid of Homelander. I'm like, bro, listen. You gotta sit there and laser my goddamn brains out before I ever let something like that happen. Alan says, yeah, Albert, I'm not gonna watch Long Legs, although I watched the review that's is really good. My favorite thrillers of Zodiac concept. Yeah, I get that, Jess, but maybe just a sex thing, but I just feel like as a man, it's like I couldn't die. I couldn't sit there and exist being a coward. Yeah, I would have to be smart, but like, plus, I'm not gonna lie, Jess. I kind of feel like he can take him for a little bit. Listen, Jess, if Queen Maeve could sit there and make him bleed with a punch, I'm pretty sure that A-Train can hold his own. Curtis says the only plus side of Michael sleeping with Nina's is it would drive Carly crazy. Oh, yeah. Yep. I even have to sit there and answer. Yes. What's good, Amber? Like I said, just if Queen Maeve could sit there and punch him, just says he could, but he wouldn't win against Homelander. That's true. That's true. Like I said, just I'd rather fight somebody and lose than just to sit there and be a coward. That's the part that really pisses me off about A-Train. Ron says, Albert, if Chief Baker comes after Sheila without evidence and tries to arrest her, she needs to file a complaint. Well, I think that he's going to have his ducks in a row before he goes and arrests her without any evidence. He's too much of an old cop to sit there and do something like that. And just that comments for you. It says Albert Curtis. Also way too chill about Heather with his conversation with Portia today. Tagger needs to be set free from the attic. That is actually very true, Ed. The sad thing is, Ed, I was with Curtis up until a point. Okay, when Portia started walling out, I was like, bro, first of all, you need to take that shit down a notch. When he sat there and said, well, I don't think that Heather should be responsible for her crimes, I was like, oh hell no, bro. I was when he sat there was like, yo, Lux says Jason shouldn't have to ask if it's okay for him to help out his son. Um, in a sense, yes, Deluxe, but he's doing it out of respect for Jake. That's the thing. He's doing it out of respect for Jake, and all he basically said was, "Do you think that Jake will be okay if I paid for his trip?" That's just more out of respect. That's not just saying like he's asking permission. Like my thing is Deluxe. You don't have a choice. Okay, I can only imagine the fact that you have three kids, and you are up to your neck in debt. Okay, my thing is, hey, listen, you don't have a choice. Either Jason's paying for it or your ass ain't going. Mel says I got good news that there will be the Ring 4 horror movie in the work. Oh, good. I actually like those movies. It doesn't matter if Jake is a. It doesn't. But it should though. Look, I mean, it was good, Renee. It should though. He's already having problems with her, and I think if he just did it, he will be forcing himself on Jake. So, but we can agree to disagree on that. It was good, Gemini. It's good to see you. Damn, Gemini has been a hot minute. Amber says, "Do you think Michael will sleep with me when he Nina when he finds out what Willow did?" No. I really do hope I'm actually reading that sentence right. Samuel says horror movies make me laugh because everybody in the movie would be stupid, even the damn monster. It's an interesting take. I love horror movies though. I grew up on horror movies. Ron says because Albert Baker didn't do his job correctly, meaning he didn't investigate the sugar unalive regardless Stephanie, but came back to say to her, "You're off the hook." That was very sloppy. Hmm. You know, Ron, I can't argue with that logic. We actually use logic in the sentence, but okay. Now, Ed says GH only seems to let Portia have that fight for Heather, Jordan Curtis, and now Trina being watered down about Heather. Apple said Michael won't be able to keep up with Nina. Ooh, okay. So Nina got some she got some moves in the bedroom. Okay. No, Amber, I don't think that he's gonna sleep with Nina. Say my girl Nina got some moves in the bedroom. Samuel says I like horror movies, but they don't scare me. It's like watching a comedy. You know what's interesting, Samuel? Like the Exorcist movies scare me, right? Like they legit kind of creep me the fuck out. But Jess finds those movies funny. Like she actually finds those movies funny. While else it can be like, yo, this will creep me out. She would just find it funny. It was self-defense, Laura B. I think he was just talking about the sugar angle. The fact that sugar was out and the fact that sugar was out and he didn't investigate that part. He knows that sugar, or he should know that sugar and Sheila look alike. Just as I think Smile was the only horror movie that was close to scaring me. I don't get scared easily. Ooh, Jess is a badass. That's why Jess don't get. Jess is a badass. Okay. Oh my goodness. Let's everyone just relish in this comment for a hot minute. Blackmon says, Nina backing that thing up. You go, girl. Ooh. What's good, Jonathan? This should be the comment of the night. Right there. Right there. Singer says the Exorcist is scary. One of the very few horror movies that is actually that did creep me out. No, I want to try to watch it tonight, Jonathan. I want to try to watch it tonight. I know it's only like 6 minutes, but I want to try to watch it tonight. Even what you call it? Shakira sent me that. Thank you, Kyrie. Well, crazy ones are always good in bed. Nina might rock Michael's world like Connie do Abu. Whoa. You know, I'll say this much, Kyrie. The fact that Connie does not seem like the type of person that can normally get a man, she must have a lot of sexual energy pent up. That could be good. I mean, yes. That's another thing that actually creeps me out because they're based off of true stories. That's the shit that actually creeps me out. But I'll say that much. Carries the fact that she has a lot of sexual energy pent up. Oh yeah, of course, Jonathan. I mean, she's sitting there having cereal with herself. She's literally in the living room talking to her goddamn self. The sad thing is, Jonathan, I sat there and I said, She's like Whitney 2.0, but I can't have sympathy for her. Whitney accidentally killed her husband and her animals. Connie is just a goddamn loser. Like you're a product of your own making at this point. But thank you, Kyrie's. Let's everyone thank Kyrie's Clark, the one and only. I doubt it, Darby. I think he's been on too long and he just likes that paycheck. I doubt he's going anywhere, Darby. And LaShawn says Nate and Audra have hit the sheets. Yep. There you go, Jonathan. Jonathan knows. No, Darby, I don't. You know, LaShawn, I'm not surprised. I mean, he showed her a bit of kindness and treated her like a human being. So obviously that was enough to, you know what? I'm not going to sit there and say. I'm not going to go there. Renee says Willow is such a hypocrite. I always said Willow never really loved Michael. I feel like she just wanted to be with Wiley since she thought her son. Oh, I want to see that movie this month. Samuel, Quiet Place. But I also like that other movie though too. Samuel, it's not a quiet place, but it's like a quiet place, except for you can't look, you can't see the monsters. Curry says it's about time because Audra clearly needed to get away. The sad thing is, Kyrie, I used to actually like her, and now I just find her annoying. Ron says, "I bet they need to investigate Deputy Baker. He's not doing his job. He took an What the hell, Ron? Ron, you really don't like Chief Baker. That's poor Baker." Johnson says, "I actually thought Ever really came back." I did too. I did too, Jonathan. I was actually watching this shit earlier in the morning, so I was like, I had my latte. I was like, "Oh, he really came back." I was like, "Nope, he didn't." Yeah, I agree with that, Renee. Well, I mean, Mel says I got good news. That the Conjuring act of I gotta watch part 2 and 3. I only saw the first one. I don't know if I actually want to sit down and watch the rest of it. There's so much stuff that's going on. Maybe I'll go. Maybe next week I'll go and see A Quiet Place if it's still actually playing. If it's still playing, I'll go and see A Quiet Place. Oh, that's nice, Sam. You called her goofy. I called her a goddamn loser. Like, oh my god, I can't get a man. No one wants to date me after the first date. Exactly, and that's what makes it scary, Sammy. That's there we go. That's what makes it scary. What's the name of that other movie, though? No, what's the name of that other movie? That's like A Quiet Place, but you can't look at it. You can't look at the monsters, otherwise you go insane. And just didn't like she didn't like the newest movie of that. I can't remember what it's called though. Maybe. I mean, Jonathan, let me ask you a question. Are you what do you think of? Thank you, thank you, Island. It is called Bird Box. Just said what movie is it? Bird Box. You didn't like the newest Bird Box that was on Netflix. You didn't like part two, which I actually did. But remember you said you didn't like it though. But no, Gemini. I mean, Jonathan, what do you think about Connie now? What do you think about Connie as a character? He says, what about Quiet Place? Day one New York City version. Yeah, I got to see. Well, Darby, I want to try to see it next week. Yeah, no, Jess, I just remember you saying you didn't like the newest one. Jamila says, since when did one kiss become an affair in my Brooke Logan voice? No, that's true. It is fucked up though. Yeah, no, Lobby, no, it is yeah, it is Bird Box, thank you. Josh, this is like you said, Winnie 2.0 except only crazy, yes. Jess, I didn't even like oh, okay. Alright. Oh, I actually like that movie. I mean, come on, Jess, let's be honest. Which one would be harder? To be quiet or to not be able to sit there and say? Which one would be more scary for you? Because I can simply always shut the fuck. Okay? I can always shut up. I can't. I don't think I could sit there and go in this world without sitting there seeing shit. I can shut my f mouth down. Ron says if you had to choose between crazy and crazier, meaning Nurse Whitney or Connie. I'm gonna choose Whitney because at least Whitney I can feel somewhat bad for. Yes, I did, Jonathan. Yes, I did. Island says, Albert, I haven't seen the first one of Bird Box. I was never interested. I've never even seen Quiet. I've never seen Get Out yet. Well, you should watch Get Out, Island. You should watch Get Out. I didn't watch Get Out because I had personal reasons about the director, but Get Out is actually a good movie. Though. Some of this is be quiet because we make noise that we don't even see. Interesting, Samuel. Like I said, I just feel like it would be more easier to be quiet than it would be to not see. I be walking in the shit. Like I gotta sit there and see stuff. Like I'm a visual person. Island says I'm quite usually quiet so I could survive in a quiet place. Yeah, I could too. I can simply shut the fuck up. Yes. Clarence says when is Steve and John come back on days? Clarence, when John or the actor that plays John has his good vacay, um, I mean, because let's be honest, Clarence, this story is just so stupid. And I know it's just more of an excuse to give the actor time for vacation, but like, oh, Kyrie used to say he would choose Connie over Summer Newman. I don't know, Kyrie. I don't know. I mean, I don't like Summer, but I also don't like Desperation either. Mel says I got good news that Stream Horror Movie is coming August 21st, and that's the Keenan Family Vacation where Ford deranged. Okay. Hmm. These movies are very iffy with me. I mean, I don't hate them, but like sometimes it's just like, okay, see this, okay, guys, in your opinion, and that's your opinion. But I respect your opinion. Johnson says, "Do you think Roman and Eric will get a chance to punch EJ?" Eric would. Eric would. LaShawn says Summer got a call from her realtor and is trying to get a house for her in Harrison. LaShawn, I mean, as much as I don't like Summer, I do understand that it how could it say something? And the fact that Kyle Smith they're taking Harrison out the only place that he knows is pretty foul. So I understand where Summer is coming from. And I know people will sit there and say, but Summer is not Harrison's real mom. Well, you know what? There's more to family than just blood. I mean, I know people don't like Summer, but Jesus fucking Christ. Seriously, people would love to sit there and say Harris isn't Summer's mom because they don't like her. But I think there's more to family than just simple blood. I even see that when I know I'm gonna see that tomorrow when I sit there and watch the Restless. Darby says Steve and John need to stay in prison a while because those two are always breaking someone out of that prison. It would serve Steve right to spend some time behind bars. Oh, Darby, since when did you become a law-abiding citizen? When did you Yeah, you know what? I don't really have anything to say. I'll take that back, Darby. You know, Jonathan, I would sit there and say she's actually worse. I would sit there and say she's actually worse, Jonathan, just because she's a product of her own making. Um, Maybe she's just more annoying. I mean, it's sad. Oof. Okay, Carrie. So, no, I've, I've been drinking. I mean, no offense to Connie, but I can't sit there and stomach that sentence. I don't think it has anything to do with Connie's looks. It's just, oof, I can't play that. No, 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 no. Listener says Summer got a call from. Oh, I just read that shit. What am I doing? What is the good news now? What's some good news for you? That good news that the Conjuring TV series is coming to Max. Hmm. Yeah, I guess. I have to watch the second and the third. Um, Misty Waters says, "I just checked to see if you're alive, and you're alive. Yes, I am live." Misty Waters. Darby says, "You're not the only asshole around here, Albert." Yeah, but I'm the number one asshole, though. Tyrese is on this trolling game tonight. Ooh, Tyrese is on this trolling game tonight. I love it. Just don't make me throw up, Tyrese, because I really don't feel like throwing up on camera. I know, Jonathan, a side character that people really didn't give two shits about. Carrie says Connie would be a better stepmom. The two, she would stay in her lane and let Kyle be the man. Say so. I don't know. I don't like Summer, but I respect the mother son bond. Missy said, "Let me jump into it. Tara never gave up her rights." Corrects. If so, Kyle has every right to check some. That's true, Missy. And in court, that is 100% true. Jonathan says Connor a killer would be a better step. Yeah, see, that's our this. Thank you, Jonathan. You just proved my goddamn point. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, I just enough said. Missy says they killed my man Hollis for no reason. Um, Mel says I got bad news that Arkham Asylum TV series is canceled. Hmm, I'm not surprised. Thank you, Jonathan. Yeah, exactly. Connor the serial killer is going to be a better stepmom than Summer. Like, see, that's And it says, why do days be having their background actors in horrible wigs and clothes? They just don't give a damn. Oh Lord B, he's just having fun right now. The guy Kyrie just loves to have fun, which is good. But you can't take life too seriously. Can't take life too seriously. But yeah, I mean, people love to say that. People love to sit there and say that. Hope is not Douglas's real mom. Summer is not Harrison's real mom. I'm like, okay. It's like I get it. I know you people don't like what you call it, but Jesus fucking Christ. Island says, Albert, which soap dresses their characters the best? Hmm. It's a mixture. It's a mixture. I can't sit there and say one thing because, to be honest, Ireland, B&B is supposed to be the fashion. Like out of all of them, they're supposed to be the fashion. So they do a pretty good job at times. But the problem is, Island, I don't think that anyone actually does that better of a job. Though I'll be honest. There's times, Island, where all of them will miss the mark. One particular character, like okay, Island, I'll sit there and give you an example. Hope had a dress that did not work for her. Okay, it worked for a much bustier woman than her, and that's supposed to be the fashion mecca when it comes towards soap operas. So Ireland, unfortunately, they all kind of missed the mark. All of them do. But B&B probably gets more of my rap because they're supposed to be the mecca when it comes towards fashion. Perry says, "Who's hotter, Kanye and Jordan?" See, I can't take a comment like that seriously. But even Saul Curry's none of them. They both lose. They both lose, Curry. That's like just saying which one do you want to sit there and take? Arsenic or rat poison? Like, seriously, Curry. You just asked me a question of, oh, which one would you rather sit there and take? Would you rather sit there and drink battery acid or would you rather sit there and take arsenic? Like, come on, bro. I'm drinking, man. It's not upset my stomach, but sit there asking me, hmm, questions just gonna sit there and make my stomach queasy. I mean, Missy, that's what it came down to. Johnson says, "Do you think Jada will still question Everett about Lee's murder? She should. Yeah, exactly, Jonathan. The fucked up version. Yes, exactly. Would you rather? Except for it's just the fucked up version. Yes, I'm looking forward towards that now, and I'm pretty sure the Marvel fanboys are gonna sit there and find a way to ruin that as well. Which, by the way, I'm very happy about my new move about my new video. I'm gonna be putting out tomorrow. Because if people didn't like my Star Wars video, oof, Marvel fanboys are gonna sit there and tear me a new one, and I can't wait. Kirby says where the whole tricked Thomas into allowing her to adopt Douglas not. Thomas signed those adoption papers. Now Hope is legally her son. Yes. Um Mel says I got good news. The Hellboy, the Crooked Man movie is coming sometime in 2024. Hmm. I've never been a Hellboy fan, but I didn't even like the second one. I didn't see the first one. I wasn't even a fan of the second one. I'm a fan of the Hellboy series in general. But okay, Mal, I gotta ask you a question. Uh, Where's my favorite series coming out? There you go. Where's my favorite series coming out? Can't think of it right now. Oh no, I've been drinking a lot. I can't think of it. You know my regular series that I like. I'll come back to you in a minute. I can't think of it. When is new? Uh, when is new Brightburn movie coming out? When is a new Brightburn movie coming out? Did you find any news on that? When Brightburn Part Two is coming out? That's something I'm looking forward to. Missy says, "I don't see how she could trick him, considering he was using Douglas to get to her." I know, Jonathan. I'm like 15 minutes. We're gonna talk about it this weekend, Jonathan, because Jess got to sit down and watch it too. So we're gonna talk about it this weekend. What's good, Kevin? Yeah, but let me know when. Let me any news on Brightburn. Kevin says, "I feel that Douglas take a photo, Finn and Hope in bed together." What? Oh, that's fucking gross. Now, Island says, "I think GH is the best so far." You mean as far as dressing people? They do a good job. They do. I'll sit there and say they do a good job. Yeah, no spoilers. No. I said no. I said we're going to talk about it this weekend. I know. That's why. I didn't say it, and I should have said it, but like I figure you already know. I figure you already know. Yes, you have a. I'm sorry, I'm just very distracted by your profile picture, but yes, you have your name highlighted again. Yeah, no, they do a good job, and yes, that's why I think that's part of the reason why I like that movie though, Jonathan. Is more like Ultraman. If you know the comics, you know Ultraman. You know what I'm talking about. Missy says, no spoilers. Ben was grinding when whole. Oh, Brent, yeah, yeah, exactly, Misty. But he was also like, you shouldn't be saying that. Clarence says, I'm so cold. Where you at? You in Canada? Mel says, I don't know anything about Boyfriend 2. But okay, cool. Yeah, let me know. Um, Mel, you know anything about Final Destination? You know, any news about the Final Destination? Are they going to do another sequel on that? I remember you told me that, Mel. I'm talking about Final Destination now. Syracuse, New York. Okay. You say you're cold? Oh, Clarence, what do you mean you're cold? Syracuse, New York? They got a different atmosphere over there? Clarence, let me tell you something. It's hot as fuck over here. Oh, Jess, this also goes without saying, but if I have a hangover, it's your fault. Yeah, if I have a hangover, Jess, it's your fault. Cold though. Oh, there's a different. I'm not even tipsy enough to sit there and believe that there's a different. Unless, Clarence, unless I go outside right now and I find it to be cold as fuck, I don't know what's going on with the weather right now. And she says, right, a picture in bed is a lot. Missy, that shit is gross. Let's just call it what it is. Okay, Mal, let me know. Let's see. Now, do you know anything about I know, Jess, I know. And it's funny too, cause like I was not there. You know what? Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. I'm just gonna walk that shit right on back. No, 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 no. That was close. But yeah, Mel. Let me know when there's a new what did I say? I don't know what I said. Oh yeah, Paranormal Activity. Nothing. Exactly, Jess. What? Have no idea. Just the alcohol talking, Jess. Alcohol talking. That was close. Um, the members, I do got. Well, it's not that much of a great story, but it is kind of. Well, I can't tell the story here, so I'll sit there and say it in the members one tomorrow. Everybody says, "Isn't it raining in New York right now, Albert?" I guess so. I haven't went outside. It was raining earlier today, but Clarence said it was cold though. I knew Clarence Louis said it was cold, and I'm like, I no, this is our fun destination 6 4 Okay, yeah, let me know. Oh, Mel, you know anything about It Follows? Let me know about the movie It Follows. Leslie says I'm in VA and it's pouring. Oh. It was raining before I left work, and thank the heavens or Thor that by the time I left work, it wasn't raining that much. Yeah, no, Lobby, I'm not tuning into that nastiness. I'm not tuning into whatever nastiness that they said they're talking about. Autumn says, "Do you think Hope is going to try to steal Finn away from Steffi? Because it felt ominous when Steffi repeatedly asked, "What are you going? To, what's going on?" Hope said nothing. Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, Autumn. I think she should do it out of revenge. But the problem is, Autumn, is that they play Hope too mellow to sit there and actually embrace that. That's the problem, Autumn. They play it too mellow. They play her too mellow. Clarence says, "Sorry, done by Matt." I think that's English. Um, that's the problem, Autumn, is that they play the character too mellow now. They play that character a little too mellow. Darby says it was raining off and on and NY Jersey. Yeah, no, Darby, same thing out here. Same thing out here. Kevin says, I don't think the wedding's happening. What wedding you talking about, Kevin? Okay, now Autumn says I got good news that It Follows will be called They Follow 2 horror movie. Okay, looking forward towards that. I don't know why. I don't know why I like the first one so much. Because Because I'm gonna be honest, man, it's built off a very fucked up concept. Um, I'm sitting there thinking if I take another drink, I'm gonna blame Jess if anything happens. Um, Jess said only rain once earlier. Yeah, I think it was around 11 something. I think it was like around like 11 something because I was leaving at 12 and I was like, fuck. Um, I didn't have my umbrella or anything like that, so not a fan of Clarence. I don't know why, Clarence. I think I only like that movie more than what I probably should have. I just like the fact that they were paranoid for the whole time. You know, they had to constantly keep moving and stuff, and also just how it was passed. Like the curse was passed through sex. Okay? It was literally passed through like sex. There's something about that. I mean, it shouldn't be funny, but it's like, how do you sit there and give another character a haunted STD? That's essentially what you just gave that character. I don't know. It just. Clarence says, "I don't get the plot line. You don't get the plot. What do you mean you don't get the plot line? You had sex with that person. They gave you a haunted STD. The ghost will sit there and follow you, and until it kills you. And it was transmitted through sex. I don't understand. Like Debbie says, Albert, why don't you have a members only live for horror movies? I don't think it would be bad, Darby, but I don't like to stick to one thing too much. And that's the thing, Darby. I don't think everyone would. I kind of like to bounce around a little bit. I think that's my whole other thing, Darby. I like to bounce around. So I wouldn't just want to restrict it to just horror movies. But it's not a bad idea, though, Darby. Bill Mag says, yep, you nailed it. It was all supposed to be a cautionary tale about STDs using a harm. Yes. And plus, Dolmex, just a simple fact is like it's following them and they're like super paranoid. Like there's something about it that's just kind of funny and it's more entertaining than it is horror. Curry says I still want to update on the stats between Danny and Jake. Did they ever make up after their fight? Do they hate each other or did the writers forget about it? That's a really good question. A good question. Derby says you like a lot of things. Derby, I do like a lot of things. I do like a lot of things, Derby. Like right now, I would like to sit there and take another drink, but I'm trying to control myself. This is you got good news. I'm Legend 2 is in the works. With Will Smith and Michael B. Jordan. What? Well, that's shocking now, because I know that Will Smith is not the quote unquote sequel guy, so that should be interesting. Yes, I'm a huge fan of horror movies. Been since the 80s or 90s. That's true, W. I do like a lot of things. I said I would like another goddamn drink. Well, Curry's, I mean, right now they got I want to watch it tonight, Dolomedics. I want to watch it tonight. I was very hesitant. It's always weird, Dolomedics. I'm very hesitant about watching trailers. I didn't even watch the trailer. I didn't even watch the Deadpool trailer movie, the Deadpool trailer, until I was in the theaters. But I'm gonna watch it tonight, Dolomedics. I watched a fake trailer. I think like a month ago. That really pissed me off. I'm gonna watch it tonight. Then I got a lot to watch tonight, though. Yeah, Dolomedics. I'm actually gonna watch it though. Carrie says punches were thrown. Danny had a black eye. It's definitely worth following. Is it though, Carrie's? Is it really worth following up? Is it? Remember, Carrie's? They showed Danny afterwards, and he was fine. Doing he was hanging out with Jason and the motorcycle and everything. Yeah, I like the first one. A lot of people didn't like the second one. I like the second one. I don't know if my dad's up for it, then maybe we'll sit there and see the third one. If not, I'll just see it by myself. But Barbie says, "Go ahead. I won't stop you from drinking. The only thing I wish I could stop you from is doing cooking." Well, Darby, I'm not actually a bad cook though. I just had a bad night. So I'm not a bad cook, Darby. I just had a bad night. We all know I had a bad night. MX says, admit I like the trailer. I'm not much of a Captain America fan. Oh, Dalmex, are you a Marvel fan though? You're a Marvel fan. I'm going to tell you right now, Dalmetics. I go in on the Marvel fans in my video tomorrow. So I want to give you clear warning, Dalmetics. I am the video I'm putting out. I'm going to be going kind of hard on them. That's not true, Kyrie's. We know what happened. We know what happened, Kyrie's. Okay? I was trying to impress someone. We'll call her Lady J. Because I was trying to impress Lady J, um, I put too much pressure on myself. So Kevin says, I heard make another than Men in Black 21 Jump Street rules. Kevin, did you just smush two franchises together? Like I don't know why that's funny, but that's just actually funny to me. Film says I'm a Marvel fan, but I'm on the X-Men side of the Marvel fandom. I have a bit of beef with the MCU because of how the X-Men were treated in the comics. Interesting. Cat lady, gorgeous green cat lady. I'm always walking into Albert's lies in the chat. You mean church? Cat lady means church. She's just playing. She's just playing. You know how cat lady is sometimes. She just always loves playing. As says now that Jake's leaving, will Aiden have a bigger role? I hope so, Ed. I hope they explore this whole bullying thing. Nobody says you always blame your faults on women. No, Darby. I blame my faults on hot women. Okay? I blame my faults on hot women, Darby. There's a difference. Okay? So if I blame it on Jess or if I blame it on Cat Lady, there's a difference. Okay? Yes, Misty, he is coming back. Also, what you call it? Um, the actor that plays Morgan. What the hell is his name? Whatever that actor that's playing Morgan. Carrie says you can't cook for ish. Okay, you turn burgers into. That's not well. First of all, I generally don't do burgers, but Kyrie, so you know what happened. Why you always fight me on that, Kyrie? Stop it. Kyrie says, is he drinking because he's always blaming us? I have been drinking, but that's not the point, Kelly. Island says the involuntary manslaughter case of Alpine was dismissed. It should be. It should be, Island. Misty says, damn, yeah, well, well, Misty, I can take it though. I can take it though. I can take it, Misty. That's what we do. That's what we do 5 days, 7 days a week, really, but 5 days for everyone else. Domex says when they were trying to make the humans a thing in MCU, they kind of screwed over the mutant characters in X-Men. Uh, yeah, Domex, but I also felt like uh, I can't exactly argue with that. But Domex, you know why they had to sit there and do that Inhuman stuff because they couldn't get the rights to the X Men. They kind of had to do it like that. Nobody says there's no difference here as either hot woman, yes, but so woman, no. Exactly, Darby. See, Darby, you know exactly what I'm talking about. See, there you go. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Like, this is now, did you see the Trap horror movie? Um, I didn't see the trailer for that. I didn't see the trailer for that. I hope it's good. I hope it's good. I still didn't say that much. That's a Chase really thinks he can only work 3 days. Thank you, Ed. Ed is like Chase really think he can only work 3 days as a detective. I don't know why that's funny, but it's funny. Curry says, "Fine, I got a better question than earlier. Who looks better, Connie or Tracy?" Um, Connie. I'm going to be honest, Kyrie, and I'm not trying to be mean or anything like that, but it's like a very low bar right there, though, bro. I mean, I have nothing against Tracy or anything like that, but like, if we're going to talk about looks, it's like a low bar. So we'll sit there and put Connie up there in a low bar. That's like they're saying who's better, a number two or a number three. They're a fucking low bar. So yeah, she wins the low bar contest. Sorry, Kyrie. Sorry, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just being honest. Tristan says Coleman will be an itch when Nina finds out. No, no. Maybe I'll watch it tonight. Romax says I was okay with them using them in the movies, but in the comics they created a toxic cloud. Oh hell no! Oh, that's bad. And what? Are you serious? Carrier says, How dare you speak those lies? What lies? What lies are we talking about, Kyrie? What? I mean, there's no lies, Kyrie. You have a bar, and I have a bar. You have standards of women that you find hot, and I have standards of women that I find hot. So it's not exactly a lie. It's just I have a bar. I have a criteria, Kyrie. So I don't, I don't know what to tell you, my guy. We just have different bars. We have different, Misty says, "What kind of cop is Dex? He's a trainee. He's not even a cop. He's a trainee." Oof. Tommy, I do action movies. Can't do comedies. I mean, unless it's in the Marvel, I can't do just regular comedies. Comics is also to create an edition mandated that you can't make any more X-Men characters. What? I mean, I guess it's not terrible. I guess it's not terrible. I mean, I do carries to an extent. I mean, to some extent, yes. I just, here's the thing, carries. Are we gonna be real, Kyrie? So we're gonna be real. I'm not gonna give you the Steve Harvey answer. Can we be real? When I ask you your permission before I sit there and start being real. Yes, Kevin. Michael has a bad. Well, actually, tell you the truth, the woman in his life actually really have it bad. It's not even really him. Well, I get it. I get it, Kyrie. I just feel like sometimes they break a little too easily. For me personally, they, they break, they bruise. I mean, I guess I can be gentle. As said, okay. Paris says, "What the f are you doing with that?" Oh, cat lady, I'll just sit there and say I'm very dominant. We'll just put it that way. Cat lady, I'm very dominant. This is gonna be honest, cat lady. Not exactly always the gentle type. Filmex says now how we didn't get any X-Men cartoons for years after Wolverine and X-Men until we got X-Men 7. Marvel locked up the X-Men. Oh. Dynamics on some level, that might have actually been a good thing. That might have actually been a good thing because we got X Men '97, and Lord only knows what we would have got if they actually released anything earlier. I'm just being real, cat lady. Not exactly the gentle type. Curry says Patricia is hot. I mean, not like Playgirl magazine, but she's sweet. I don't really equate sweet and hot in the same sentence, but I mean, if that's how you equate it, then that's fine. Um, I just couldn't equate sweet and hot in the same thing. Sweet doesn't necessarily work for me. Sweet seems like easily bruised. Missy says I still miss Sabrina character to this day. Really? Well, I stopped watching around that time, so I'll take your word for it. And it says a lot's going on with Abby being alive, so when Jennifer comes back to days. Yeah, there you got what you called on there. You know, Kyrus, we'll talk more. We'll talk more in the members only because I don't want this chat to get a little bit too soft. That's exactly. I'm still unfortunately sober, so we'll get real in the members only. We'll get real in the members only. Kevin says Wolverine and Bishop. Wow, most people don't usually talk about Bishop. That's interesting, Kevin. Wolverine, yes. Yes, that's right, Kevin. Sometime next week. You better watch out. Nina's nuts. Hey, listen, as I said before, cat lady, I don't understand why people said they're going so hard on Drew. Drew just, he likes options and likes pretty women. I mean, what's wrong with what they say, two is twice the fun, right? It's like, yeah, Drew's is a man with a very high sex drive. What's wrong with that? Come on, Misty. Misty, that's just being a man with a very high sex drive. What's the problem? Why are so many people since they come down Drew talk about, oh my god, he's so nasty. Shh. What's wrong with it? He's so nasty. I'm like, no, he's just a man with a joystick that has a very high libido. Um, Take it from a man who has a very high libido. It's not. It's not exactly the easiest thing to control. Just point it out there. Ed says, "Have a good night, Ed. It was really great to see you." Well, Aries Donna is always going to be the exception to everything. This is just had to be mom and daughter though. Just had to be. Hey, Missy, I hope you're not. I have to sit there and see how to run out. I'm just saying. But Missy, I respect your opinion. Kelly says Drew has now two crazy people who will end up in all kinds of ways. Hope is worth. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Kelly, it is worth it. It is worth it. Hey, moms and daughters is keeping it in the family, right? Oh, Kyrie's those damn Logans. Damn Logans. It's just the worst, aren't they, Kyrie's? Except for Donna, she can do no wrong. She can never do anything wrong. Even when she's wrong, she's right. Yeah, I mean, anytime that she's wrong, Donna's always right. Even when she's wrong. That's how that works. Right? As long as she wears that damn bikini, she can sit there and say and do anything she wants. Claire says that's a dream of her mom and daughter. Well, no, cat lady, but I mean, if they're both hot, then the rules go out the window. Then, cat lady, that's how that works. If they're both hot, then the rules go out the window. So no, cat lady, it's not about mom and daughter, but if they're both hot. Both hot. Rules go out the window. I don't understand what's the problem. No, Carrie. She can say and do anything that she wants. For me, Kyrie. For me. Uh, Domac says Drew is garbage, but I can't blame him. The man is pushing 60 with an 8 pack. I'll probably plan to feel it too. Here you go, Dom. See, Domax is part of it. Domax is part of it. But, that's just my humble opinion, guys. And to be honest, you really didn't. She didn't even need to wear that bikini. I'm so glad she did. It wasn't needed. I was not complaining. But Drew's it's scandalous, I guess, right? Scandalous. Whatever that means. Tommy says the Newmans are the worst. Tommy is not I'm assuming you're not a fan of Victor Newman, the great Victor Newman. Now Missy says everyone was so mad about Donna's titties, like this is the first time. Woof. Misty, trust me, if I was more, if I was more, um, I did a video about Audra, and people got so mad at me. So I'm pretty sure I was to sit there and say what I want to say. Goddamn right, Laura B. Those damn Logans, they are the worst. So for that. Max says, let's not forget that Drew is grinding in Jordan's phase two. Oh, I totally forgot about that, Dolmetics. That's right. He's hanging out with Jordan as well. But Dolmex, you know what they're going to sit there and say about Drew, right? He's a dog. Let me get a couple of drinks in me and I'll sit there and really go in. So Kevin he hasn't been on in a hot minute. Hasn't been on in a hot minute. Silent, they're just not interested in you. Oh, you're not, Adam and okay. I know some people don't like. I can't stand Nick Newman, and they don't like Victoria. But I was gonna say like maybe Adam Newman is interesting, and of course, just says you would what? Um, I'll probably do a part two. It just, I don't know, Jess. I just feel like some words may fly out my mouth that probably shouldn't fly out my mouth. So you know what? It's actually probably good that I'm not drinking. Yeah, yeah. It's actually not good. I'm so glad that you said that, Jess. You are a very smart lady, very smart cookie. I tend to say a lot of things just that gets me into trouble, and I generally don't give a fuck. But still, Harry says I'm Team Jack. See, I'm Team Jack on this one. I love Victor Newman. Harry, let's not get it twisted. Okay, I love Victor Newman. Victor Newman is that guy. I don't care what anyone says. That guy is an icon. But in this scenario, I'm going to be Team Jack. Of course, I don't think that he can take Newman. He can take Victor. Harry's old school Jack can take Victor Newman. This version, nah, bro. Tomac says Drew has one in the oven, one simmering on the stove, and another one about to pull out the. Yes. Thank you, Blackmore. Victor Newman is that guy. Island says Adam used to be interested with Emma playing him. He got great stories. Alan, I'm going to take your word for it because I only started watching it this year, so. Well, 2 years ago. And I don't know who is. I don't know who is, but Missy says, I love me some Logans. The Foresters be rich and miserable, begging for love. Ooh. So Misty is a Logan fan. Okay. Say loud and proud. Loud and proud, Missy. Kevin says B&B should be 1 hour. I've said that for a hot minute. Yes, Darby, it is. I'm surprised that Evil Fang isn't here. And thank you for telling me too. I'm watching so many different shows that at some point I'm going to get back to This Is Us. I'm looking forward to it though. Oof, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be hard to talk about it though, Darby, because they're going to sit there and put all of them out. They're going to put all of the episodes out, so it's not um, like with the boys and everything. Fuck, man. Okay. Um, Island says Albert Michael Murray, he got Michael Murray, he got the storylines that showed Adam Darkseid. He was diabolical, sly, and very clever. Yeah. Anyway, I missed out on the good shit. I missed out on the good shit there. God damn. Curry says the only way B&B is 1 hour as a Brad Bell immediately retires. Imagine 5 hours of Brad Bell ran. To be fair, Curry, I've said that for a hot minute, though. That they need to sit there and make it an hour. Because there's just times they just repeat dialogue and it does start to get kind of irritating. But tomorrow, Kevin Kevin said after Cobra Kai, there's another Karate Kid. What? Island, I would sit there and take your word for it. Um, they haven't really put him in a lot of dark stories compared to how they used to, unfortunately. Happy night, Laura B. Thank you for joining. And Solomon's back for a little while. No, it seems like I'm missing on some great stuff, though. In a lot of ways, I wish I would have been watching some of this other stuff. Well, to be fair, I wish I would have did a YouTube channel earlier too. I don't know. Like I said, I just feel like an hour would definitely help the show. But tomorrow, I'm gonna have a guest. I'm gonna try. You know what I'm gonna try to do? I'm really pushing about something I'm gonna try to do. Is I'm gonna try to come on an hour earlier. I'm gonna attempt. Ralph Macchio and Jackie Chang. What? I'm gonna have to look into this one. Thank you, Kevin. I'm gonna try to come on an hour early, or maybe stay on a little bit later. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Maybe I'll do two live streams. I don't know. Kyrie's, it's a surprise. I can't sit there and say who it is. Kyrie's, who would ruin the surprise? Ruin the surprise. Can't ruin the surprise, Kyrie's. But yes, I do actually have a guest coming on tomorrow. Um, oh shit. And Kyrie's that comment speak about Solomon. Island says, I wish you could have seen Adam in action back then. He was like Todd without the what? God damn, Island. That actually does well. That sounds interesting. But see, then my issue comes in Island because I like the actor that plays Adam now. Right? I like the actor that plays Adam now, and I couldn't imagine Smith getting used to an entirely new Adam. That would be the only drawback. That'd be the only drawback is that I would have to get used to another person playing Adam. I'll figure it out. Um, Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to end the stream here because I do have to wake up somewhat early in the morning. Not as early as yesterday, thank God. But you know how it is. Do what you have to, so you can do what you want to. Here's my thing. Um, Carries. They work in a small town. They live in a small town. So why the hell is my music not playing anymore? I don't understand how she's sitting there acting like you're not like you're never gonna run into this woman. I don't get that part. Christ. Um, Darby says part one now, part two later this. Yes, yeah, Darby. I did hear that they're actually breaking it up into different parts. Island says, oh yeah, Adam was more interesting sibling. He was more like a younger Victor. Yeah. So like they gave him way more material than the new guy, which is unfortunate, Island. Darby says, who is Tori's mom in the hospital? No, but I don't know. It sounds like they gave him way more material than they have now. Because it seems like they play him more snarky and more like, you people are being assholes to me than how he used to act, which would probably give them a reason for for treating Adam like shit to some extent. Not saying it's okay, but Alan, from what it sounds like, it's like I'm only reading one of these comments. Mel says I got good news that the front room horror movie is coming in September. Beetlejuice movie 2 is coming in September 6th, and yeah, oh wow, okay, saying that interesting. Daria, who are you talking about? Who is Tori's mom in the hospital bed? Um, yeah, but we're gonna have a good time tomorrow. If you're not a member, make sure you join. Become a member, and I don't know if I'm gonna actually come on tomorrow early. I'm gonna try to, but given how I may sleep tonight, I'll keep you posted. So yes, with that being said, I'm gonna sit in the stream here, unfortunately, because I gotta wake up early. But if you are a member, I will see you here tomorrow. If you are not a member, join. If you don't want to join, then I'll see you next Monday. And yeah. So yes, have a good night, Cherry Ice Cream. Have a good night, Kevin. Have a good night, Solomon. Have a good night, Island. Have a good night, Misty. Have a good night, Melly Mama Her Queen. Have a good night, gorgeous Queen Janet. Have a good night, gorgeous Queen Jess. Have a good night, gorgeous Queen Cat Lady. Have a good night, Solomon, Darby. Have a good night, Queen Mel. Have a good night, Renee. Yes, it was really good to have you, Misty. I look forward to seeing more of you. Have a good night, Blackmon. Have a good night, Renee. Have a good night, Darby. Have a good night, Island. It was really great to see you, Island. And yeah, if I missed you, you know exactly who you are. And I will see you in the next live stream. Have a good night, all.